That's a big boy moose. It's 4. I don't know if it's down in potential though. 235. Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh well. He was aggressive. I'm gonna take you to 22. These are attacking. Is it aggressive at me? I'm not sure. It's a stupid glitch game. So much fun. There it is. There's 2. Ooh, what is that? We're gonna hit him from another angle though. Wait, that's not Pybee, is it? That's Pybee? Can't tell. Really bad at hunting right there. I don't know. Would be a hard shot. Actually, no. You know what? I would rather hunt moose. diamond moose would be sweet. What time do moose drink, though? That is the question. What is the question? Moose drink 12 to 16, so 13. Okay. Twelve to 16, 12 to 16, 12 to 16. Oh, let me use my skills and perks. Perk points. Would not mind another nice moose. Wouldn't mind it. We shot a piebald the other day. Yesterday, I think. Actually, last night? Maybe? Or might have been last night. No, it was 2 days ago. I don't remember. Oh, right here. Ooh, nice hole. Wait for him to hit his drink zone now. Get another on that. Oh, there we go. There it is. Oh, he's moving now. Drink zone, hopefully. Where's he running? There you go, buddy. Banana. There he is over there. 211. Are they both up to 211? 211. Why is that one a 3 and that one a 4 then? That makes no sense. This drink zone I already have. Banana. 355. Good. He's going down. Small 4. Really small 4. That's alright. Sweet. 196. Not bad. really saying I didn't hit a vital there. I did hit a vital. Another shot in a second. Cool. Tomorrow's good. Good. Alright.
I'm not sure though. Okay, so it hurts. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. 'Cause I wanted to see if I actually have it. I'm not trying. I feel like I'm overreacting, but I can't tell myself. So here's this one. Here's this one. There again.
I think you might have it on your left ear. Here's 7. An 8 mythical. Throws attempted. 185, 164. Maybe a little bit high. Maybe a bit too high. Oh, nope, I got it. Cool. I'm going down. I guess while we're at it, we may as well take. Scuffed that one. Oh. Get another one go round. 50. I'm not sure if it's diamond potential or not for lions. 48.5 is diamond. This definitely could be diamond. Guys, we have a 8 mythical diamond potential lion here. Let's see. Gold. Dang. Game time, hunt lions. Observers or hunt something else. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll buy some tents and just grind lions on. If this server, and this server is already done. What are you barking at, dog? Lion, I'm trying to scare him. Oh no. Recall the wild crashed. Technical difficulties. Let's bring her back up. Okay.
Okay, since the video's like weird, this is the one I think I have. No, this one doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's the same one that I think it looks like you have it, kind of.
Okay, since the video's like...
Select was, or just continue, I guess. That works too. Alright. We're gonna... Okay. Run there, run there. Pull up the Verhuga map. Verhuga. Line? I'm gonna throw a tent down by this one. I might throw a tent down by that one. And we'll just go and unlock that right there. We're listening to Joe Rogan, guys.
They fucking rock.
Go wild, right?
Yeah,
But
pull
that's
up a picture of Juju Mufa. You got to see this dude. Well, you should watch actually video of him because he's more impressive in video. He's really a crazy athlete.
Yeah.
He's not just like a power lifter. He does like backflips.
I wonder if they have that stuff on the dude. By the way, I just saw. I don't know if you guys spoke about it on the show. I just saw something when I was coming in today. That one section of the war in Russia, the Ukrainian soldiers on the front line have a 4-hour lifespan. I was like, what the fuck? 4-hour life. I was like, is that even? How can that be real?
Is that real?
I saw it in the news article. 4-hour lifespan. But I was just made me think of that. Like, I wonder if like what these soldiers, like when the Nazis used to take crystal meth before and then just go crazy. They do shit like that.
I don't think they do shit like that, but they're definitely getting better.
They have to, right?
Yeah, that's a common thing.
Yeah.
It helps in the war. I mean, the Vikings very much.
Really?
Yeah, the Vikings, what they would do is they'd get fucking high as fuck on psilocybin. They would chew down psilocybin. That's
Oh, yeah, I've
look at
seen
that,
this
bro.
guy.
The dude's doing a full split,
Oh, my
sideways
God.
split, while he's holding up two 45-pound plates that are dangling from rubber bands with a bamboo pole. You know how, like, unstable that is? Like, I wouldn't even be able to hold that over my head, probably. This dude is balancing on a full split with, you know, in between two chairs. Like, he's a crazy athlete, man.
He's a crazy human being.
It's crazy human being.
But a positive crazy.
But it's fun. It's fun. He's a fun dude.
And yeah, I mean that guy. I think he intermittent fast. Do you think he's into intermittent fasting? A guy like that?
I don't know. I would imagine
That
he's
changed
into
my
a lot of things.
Dude, that changed my whole life. I
Yeah?
dropped 35 pounds. I got off social media and I started intermittent fasting. Life changed, bro.
Good for you.
Life changed. It's literally, I just said to myself, I can't give any more energy to things that are not helping me.
Right.
I can't give energy to strangers anymore. So I have somebody who runs my social media, Brian Morton. He's a big fan of yours. He's got hair
Shout out
like
to Brian.
Shout out Brian. He's got hair like Lancelot, like medieval hair.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never seen a guy pull off a fucking medieval bob like this kid. But he runs it for me now. And dude, it changed. I got to a point where I was 255 pounds and I was fucking around, right? I was 255 pounds, didn't even realize it, and I put on one of TT Jerry's wigs, like just chilling, whatever. And I got on the scale, just fucking, I don't know what I was doing. And I looked 255, and I said to the mirror, I said, you look like a fat Howard Stern right now. And it was funny, like my family were all laughing, fat Howard Stern running around my tits, you know? And my daughter, everybody's having fun. And then, it's on my birthday. August, so just a few months ago. And then I go in the shower, right? And I'm not even thinking. It's not even in my head. Out of nowhere, hysterical crying. Bawling, crying, like something hit me that I was suppressing, like literally like uncontrollable tears, like snot coming out of my nose like a 7-year-old. Could not stop. And something like broke inside of me. And then I think this is where the universe comes in. It's not that it happened. Like, I think I just had probably seen stuff like this before, but now that my eyes were open to look, I started taking in information. And I'm on Twitter, like, 2 hours later, just, mindlessly scrolling, dealing with the emotions, whatever. And I see a tweet from Elon Musk, and he wasn't promoting this. He just was, it was a genuine tweet. He goes, the Zero intermittent fasting app is awesome. That's all he wrote. And I said, I'm going to download that app right now. And I downloaded this app, Zero Fasting app. And I was like, I'm just going to do this for 2 weeks. I'm just going to stay in an 8-hour, 6 or 8 hour feeding window. Don't worry about not eating sweets or pizza. Just eat all the food you want to eat, but just eat it in that window. And let's see what happens for 2 weeks.
What does the app do?
So the app, what it pretty much, I mean, Joe DeRosa makes fun of me. He's like, dude, all it is a fucking timer. You're like
The
talking.
app is just a timer?
He's like, because what basically when you, he's like, you're an asshole, dude. You're like making it like this is from the Mayans. It's a timer on your phone, you jerk off.
The Mayans.
Yeah. So, but basically, when I start eating, like let's say I start eating, my first meal is at 10 a.m. I'm eating from 10 to 6, and at 6 p.m. I press the button, start fasting. And then it starts to go. And then at 10 a.m., I'll get a notification the next day, feeding window over, congratulations. And then the more time you stay in the fast, it'll say, now you're in the fat burning, now you're in the ketosis, whatever. And so I just said to myself, I'm going to stay to this. And dude, in those 2 weeks, even though I was eating bullshit, in 2 weeks, it's not that the weight dropped, but the composition of my body was starting to change. And I noticed, I was like, oh, I ran like half a mile more. I had 10 more pounds on the end of the bench press. And then it just became like, this is what I do now. Now I'm Chrissy intermittent fasting, but then I think the glasses and the watch is from the fasting. So
well, it's a full glow up. You're doing the body glow up too.
Yeah, and Jazz, my girlfriend, hates it. She's like, what the, what
Why
the
does she hate it?
Because she's like, you glasses, the watch, the body, what the fuck are you doing?
She doesn't like it?
I was like, I'm trying to be healthy,
She
babe.
wants to keep you fat.
She wants to keep me fat.
Wow.
Yeah. She wants to keep me fat, and I
Are
told
you
her.
sure?
Maybe not.
Maybe she just doesn't want to put pressure on you.
Yeah.
She's worried if you're going crazy with all the watch and the glasses and the fat that you might snap.
Well, she gets worried about me because I go hard or go home, and she's like, you go too fast with things. She goes, you go from 0 to 100, and I just worry that you've lost all this weight in this quick period of time, and I just worry that there's you go too hard and then something else happens. Because she reminded me, she's like, remember the last time you lost all this weight this quick? It was 2018. And I said, yeah. And she's like, and then remember all of 2019 you thought you were gay? She was like, that's what I just don't want that to happen. Yeah. And that's what happened. And it's true. It tipped my personality.
Go hard or go home.
I go hard or go home. And that's the phase I'm in now with the glasses, with who I am. You know, like I just booked myself at the Four Seasons. I said, I'm fucking living.
Yeah,
After
mine do
3
that
years
too. I
away
don't
from the
know.
octagon, John Bones
It doesn't,
Jones
like,
is back for
swell up a
UFC
ton, but it
285 with
still,
his
like,
heavyweight
hurts to
debut.
touch.
Get in on his title bout against Gane and all the action on the fight card with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC. New customers can bet just $5 on a pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets if your fighter wins. All DraftKings customers can join the excitement in the octagon with DraftKings same-game parlays. Combine multiple UFC 285 bets into one for a shot at an even bigger payout. Download the app now. Use promo code ROGAN. New customers can bet just $5 on a pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets if your fighter wins. This Saturday at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code ROGAN. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. 21 and over. Michigan only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus issued as bonus bets. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/MMA terms.
This episode is brought to you by CBDMD. This is an easy ad for me because I use CBDMD's products every single day. There's a lot of CBD products out there, but CBDMD has got to be one of the most trusted leaders in the industry, certainly trusted by me. All their products are derived from ethically sourced U.S.-grown hemp, and they utilize rigorous third-party testing to ensure only the highest quality products make it to you. When you need fast-acting, top-of-the-line pain relief and muscle support, nothing works better than the topical duo of CBD MD Freeze and Recover. It's a 1-2 punch that makes them so effective. CBD Freeze with Menthol is an award-winning topical product that I use basically almost every day, that offers instant cooling relief for sore muscles and joints, while CBD Recover combines CBD with inflammation-fighting compounds to give you the support you need where it matters most. Whatever your pain calls for, CBD MD is dedicated to providing you the most natural support that you need to feel your best. And to make discovering the full potential of CBD more accessible, CBD MD is offering all JRE listeners 25% off when you use the code ROGAN at checkout. So once again, that's promo code ROGAN at CBDMD.com for 25% off your next order of premium CBD oil products from CBD MD. Tap the banner or visit this episode's page to shop now. And by the way, you can't worry about things like that. Like, am I gay?
Right. Yeah, because I've made a commitment to say I'm not gay. At least I have. I've kind of said, because I've been on the fence a while, but I've said I'm not gay. You know what? You're not gay. And actually, Tim Dillon, the great Tim Dillon, told me.
He convinced you?
He convinced me I'm not gay because he said, you know.
It's funny because a lot of people think Tim's not gay. They think it's a scam.
They think Tim's not gay.
It's a scam.
Interesting.
It's a scam.
For his Patreon.
Well, so it's like gives him the get out of jail free pass.
It's a good point.
Oh my God, there's so many things that he can make fun of that we can't even touch.
Yeah, gay. Well, you know, that's smart. So maybe I'm rethinking this gay thing. If that is a scam, maybe that's the scam of the century. But he said
That's the move.
But he said an interesting thing. He said he knows I'm not gay because even though I play around and I'll be like, you know, I'll
Right.
you know, joke like I don't eat cock unless it's in my fasting window. Like, you know, we'll joke around and whatever.
Right.
But then I asked him seriously once. I was like, "You think I'm like possibly gay?" And he was like, and he was like, and he said no. He said no because you know why you're not gay. He said because you actually are insecure about your body. he said, so there's times where, like, you know, you'll be like, oh, my nipples are fat, or like, and he said, gay men usually lean in to body positivity and how sexy my body is, whatever. He said, so since you don't, he's like, I just don't think, like, a gay guy would be more like, look at how imperfectly perfect I am. He said,
That's
most gay men, not Tim. That Tim is a different breed because it's a scam. But
Yeah.
but I was like, interesting. So he kind of gave me the confidence to move forward and say, you're not gay.
Well, I'm glad he did that for
Yeah.
you. That's a true
Right.
friend.
Because Jasmine has brought up that she thinks I'm gay multiple times. She thought I'm gay right after sex. She's just something, and I thought I laid it
Interesting.
on her. We
Right.
had great, powerful sex, and she'd be like, honey, like, you know, rubbing my chest. She's like, it's okay if you're gay. Like, everything
Whoa.
is okay. And I'm like, what do you think that, like, and then she'll never give me an answer. So
Maybe that's what she wants.
maybe that's what she wants. You know what?
Maybe that's what she wants.
Because I think if I was gay, then there would be less worry from her. Because I think her walking in on me with a woman is a lot harder than her walking in on me with Tim Dillon. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Right.
That
makes sense.
She would be able to accept that more. But I'm not gay. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and if I was, by the way, I'd be supportive of it.
And I would be supportive of it as well.
I'll say this.
Please do.
I'm going to commit to not being gay at least to New Year's Eve of 2023. And 2024, we start over, Jamie.
Well, the New Year's Eve of 2023. How many months is that? Where are we at?
10 months.
10 months
You
out.
can do it.
I can do, if I can keep my fasting window in 6 hours,
If you can keep that watch and those glasses on for 2 weeks.
I haven't taken them off once. Anthony Aiden specifically told me don't go in the shower with them. I shower with them every day. Same thing with the watch. He said, when I went and got this watch, shout out my guy Yanni from Material Goods.
It sounds like a guy would sell you a watch.
He was wearing these glasses.
my
We
God.
had matching glasses on. And he's a great guy. And he was like, do you know, he's an awesome guy. He's like, do you know anything about watches? I was like, not a thing. He was like, okay. So he goes, why don't you go around the store and just pick out 5 watches that you really like. You don't even know what the price is. Just pick out what you want. So I pick out 5 watches and he goes, interesting. He was like, how much do you think these are total? I was like, I have no idea. I was like, 20 grand. He was like, you just picked out $1 million worth of watches.
Oh, my God.
I was like, whoa, wee, wah. He was like, so obviously, let's scale it back. He started explaining to me
Jesus Christ.
the AP. I'm a lunatic. He started explaining to me the AP, the Rolex, the Patek, all that. And then he brought out the Royal Oak. And, you know, Santino had shown it to me. And I said, it's a sign from God. Santino sent me a link to that.
Santino has one of those.
Santino has one of these.
They're beautiful watches.
Beautiful watches, and that price was wild. But I said, you know, I spoke to my accountant. I got a family to run, so I try to be responsible financially. I spoke to my accountant. I said, you know, is it okay to buy this watch? He said, this is a new Chrissy, huh? I said, yeah, I want to live in this. He goes, you sure this is not a spur of the moment decision? I said to my accountant, I said, fucking, do I have the green light or what? I'm ready to go. And he was like, you can do it. It's an appreciating asset. So that's why I don't mind you doing it. You can do it. It appreciates. Fine. Do it. And then I fucking did it. And I got to be honest, when I put this on, there was a part of me that was like, what are you doing, Chris? What are you doing? This is not you. What are you doing? But now that I've had it on, it kind of, you know what happened? It's like I instantly put it on.
A beautiful watch.
Beautiful watch. I instantly put it on, and it took me back to 2010, to March of 2010, and I hadn't even thought about this when I made the decision to do comedy. I was on the elliptical at Force Fitness in Ridgewood, Queens. Shout out Force Fitness. I was on the elliptical working out like a stepmom, and I was hitting those calories, and I was going hard. Go hard or go home. That's always been who I am. And I was on the elliptical, and I had been thinking about the idea of doing comedy for years, but I didn't have the balls to do it. And I said, Chris, something popped in my head. I was listening to Fall Out Boy on my headphone. It was, at an iPod back then. I was listening to Fall Out Boy, and something about the beat and the song gave me this adrenaline rush, and I started thinking about being on stage, trying stand-up. And I said, once you get off this elliptical, once you hit your 45 minutes, you're going to get off, you're going to go back to your mother's house where you live, you're going to take a shower, and you're going to go find an open mic, and you're going to do this now. And I said, I'm doing it. And I did it. I went and found the Creek in the Cave when it was in Long Island City, Queens. Shout out Rebecca Trent. First open mic, and I walked into that open mic of 2010, and I saw a young Mark Normand, a young Sam Morrill, a young Michael Che, all open micers. Nobody knew any, and I knew they had already been doing it, and I was like, these guys are great. And I went in there, did my 5 minutes, absolutely bombed, but I said, I'm not turning back, and I'm going to go on this journey of comedy. And when I put this watch on, something like teleported me back there and was like, dude, that decision, you went from the elliptical to affording this watch with jokes. And I was like, be proud of yourself. Don't, one of my close friends like, you're a fucking douche for that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let that shit get in. I'm proud of this.
Wait a minute, your friend said you were a douche for
Yeah.
buying the watch?
He said I was a douche. He was like, you're fucking, there's kids starving all over. I was like, I give money to charity too. Like, I just felt like, why are you I said,
Oh, that's a ridiculous hater gesture.
I didn't even negotiate with him. In my head, I said, don't let him, that's his problem. I said, you're proud to do this. I'm happy about this. I always beat the shit out of myself. I feel proud of myself for letting comedy get me to this. I feel proud.
You deserve that.
Yeah, and I
You
never really
deserve
feel
that
proud.
thought. The
Yeah.
idea that you should never engage in any luxury at all is like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's silly.
I-
People somehow or another think like that you should give all of your money away because people are starving. That's not going to fix anything. Like, you got to fix things systemically. You got to fix things at literally at the level. You have to be boots on the ground and wherever the problem is.
Yeah.
The idea that you not buying that watch is somehow or another keeping someone poor is so stupid.
Yeah, it's not, nothing to do with me.
It's like if you're either playing the game of capitalism or you're not, and everybody who works for a living is playing the game. You might not like the game, you might think the game's unfair,
Right.
but you can't get mad if somebody buys something nice. You want to buy something nice too. People like nice things. You just like everybody has their own nice things. For
Yeah.
some people, it's a nice guitar. With other people, it's
Yeah.
a watch. For some people, it's a nice house.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? One part of me buys an expensive watch, the other part of me buys homeless people ice cream.
There you go.
I have
You did-
duality.
yeah, you really did. You covered both of them already.
Where my friend who's hating on me, he's not doing anything.
What does he do?
Works for sanitation.
Yeah.
DSNY. Shout out sanitation. Garbage men are they're out there, but he's angry every day.
You ever heard the quote that all criticism is the tragic result of unmet needs? I've used that way too much lately. That's the last time.
All
for a while.
criticism-
I'm gonna take a break. It's the tragic result of unmet needs.
Okay.
That's a abbreviation. The full quote is actually more eloquent.
What's your favorite quote? I feel like you're a quote. You're Joey quotes.
I don't have a favorite quote. I mean, it's amazing that there's so many of them out there, though, that you can get them off your phone instantaneously. Like, people mock, like, meme quotes and inspirational quotes. But if you could find out about Socrates in, like, a 5-second little Instagram
Yeah.
photo, and you read a quote, and you're like, wow, that's pretty profound.
Yeah.
And then you go and read more of Socrates, and then next thing you know, you're, like, reading his books.
Yeah.
Or you're reading, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Oh,
That's a wild book that's
The Stoic?
applicable today.
That's sick. That's my favorite follow. That Stoic Instagram.
Oh, Stoic is great.
Yeah.
Ryan Holiday's great too.
Oh yeah, Ryan Holiday. Yeah. He looks like the guy that killed 4 college students in Idaho.
He does.
That's who I thought it was. I was like, oh, the Stoic is a mass murderer.
He's out. He's out. He's writing books about just
Yeah.
being cool about everything. But
Did you hear that, by the way, with Idaho? They're thinking about bringing back the firing squad if he gets convicted.
oh my God. Well, they think he might have killed people in Washington State too. Is that where it
Interesting.
was? It was somewhere else. There was another place where he lived where similar crime took place, and they think he was studying crime in college in
Right.
order to get better at it.
Right.
It's really evil. It's an evil, scary story.
Yeah.
If all this they're accusing him is accurate, it's horrific. That
Right.
That guy was out there.
Right. Dude, you want to hear a wild story? So my mom had a friend.
Let's see if we can find out if that's true, though.
Yeah.
The part where they think that he might have committed a similar crime. Excuse me, somewhere else.
Here we go. See, this is what's happening now on an intermittent fasting stomach. I'm going to start getting crazy. It's going to, it might get bad in
Want to
here.
take another sniff?
Why the hell not?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh, that was deep.
Joey went in.
Get in there, Chrissy. Woo, Jamie.
No.
No,
Jamie?
Jamie said no. I didn't even get his full name out before no was coming out of his
Jamie,
mouth.
that one burned. That one fogged up my glasses. That one burned, baby.
I get it, dude. I want to lift right now. I want to do some
Seriously.
deadlifts.
I seriously like, yeah, like I want to yeah,
Lid on it.
I want to like start doing jujitsu with you. I don't even know how to do it.
There's nothing like a freshie when you open them up fresh.
That
When-
is a freshie.
Yeah, when you let them sit for a while, they lose a lot of their potency. Like we had one that was here for a few months, and it had lost a lot of kick. But damn, when you open them fresh.
See anything about other crimes? I'm looking still.
I believe it was where he was originally going to school.
Yeah, it said he was Washington State.
Yeah, but just did you Google may have possibly committed similar crime in Washington State?
Washington.
Okay.
Just Google may have possibly committed, wanted for possibly committing similar crime.
A lot of
Right,
serial
that
killers come from
could
this
be
part of the country.
that he could be major link to other murders. This is it, and this is in Newsweek.
Okay.
Oh, it's Idaho, so.
Oh, it says new evidence recovered may be a major link to the Idaho murders. He's been accused of fatally stabbing University of Idaho students. The search warrant, which was reported by the New York Times, discussed several items which were taken from his residence. Where is the thing about the other cases? Oh, here it is.
Attending another place.
And December 30th, he was arrested at his parents' residence in Pennsylvania. Extradited to Idaho, where he's currently charged. Koberger was attending Washington State University at the time of the murders.
Yeah. He looks like the guy from the Stoic.
But there was he does, looks a lot like him. But Ryan Holiday's quite a bit more handsome. It's
Ryan
like
Holiday's
his older, like, meaner
Yeah.
brother.
Ryan
That's what it's
Holiday, hottie with a body.
called. But,
It says Pennsylvania was sifting through cold cases with links to him.
oh, it was Pennsylvania?
That's where he was found.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's where, yeah, they pulled him over, and it was in his parents' house. And because remember, the media was saying, we don't have any leads, but the FBI was following him across the country.
Yeah, they can't just leak
Yeah, you
all
can't
that
do that.
information. They're in the middle of an investigation of a fucking psycho.
But it is wild, like with these he's famous now for these murders, but as you said, could be stuff before. My mom had a friend, right? Grew up in Utah. Maybe she's 18, 19 years old, I don't know, whatever year, 70s, 80s, whatever. Goes on a date with a guy, right? Normal date, just met him, I think at the supermarket. Goes on a date with this guy, and she's at the table with him, and she feels very like a ominous feeling looking at this man. She's like, I'm looking at him, and I can see like there's nothing behind his eyes, like there's just something that I don't like.